Hey, what's up everybody? I'm back with a brand new video. Remember to subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video, and also follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Hey, what's up everybody? And I know you see the title, $120,000 in 1 week. Oh yeah, it's possible. And I did it with just a couple of institutions. And in this video, I'm going to show you guys how you can achieve the same level of success. So let's get started with this video, guys. Here's one of my previous videos where I did a call with American Express and I got approved right there on the phone. So I showed you guys that. And you also saw that, yep, they approved me for $50,000 on an American Express Business Gold. So that was one of the cards. And so we fast forward to today, which is less than a week later. So all of what I'm about to tell you guys took place in less than a week, or I should say it was about a week. It was from Wednesday to Wednesday. And we're going to go through those cards right here, right now. So the very first thing you see on the screen, you see my flagship card, which they approved me for $25,000. You also see my Wells Fargo Platinum card, which they approved me for $20,000. But guess what? We have some more. Now on the screen right here, you guys see that I was actually approved for another card for $25,000. If you look down here at the bottom, it says amount approved for. It was with the company called First Tech Credit Union. You guys need to look them up. I'll leave a link down in the description, but they are a credit union and they are very generous with their money. And in actuality, it's not even their money, because on my credit report, it does not say First Tech Lending. It says American Express, or Amex is what it says. So they're getting their money from American Express. So they're just kind of like the front dogs out there, you know, marketing American Express products using their name. But on your credit report, it will say Amex. But nevertheless, they gave me $25,000. It first went into this pending state. So here it is right here. Here's what it said in the beginning. It was pending. I had a reference number, and I have fraud alerts on my credit report, which means no one will give me credit, you know, approval. They won't give me like a instant approval. I have to call in to talk to everybody. That's why I did the phone call with American Express, because they want to talk to me before they issue me credit, because it says that on my credit report. It says they have to speak to me first before they issue me credit. So that's what they did. So I had my credit card was in a pending state, and then I called them, and a couple of minutes after I got off the phone, I got this email right here, as you see on the screen. It says $25,000 I was approved for at 14.99% APR. That's what the card's going to be after a year, but in actuality, there's 0% for 12 months. 0%, which means I can go charge up the card, and I have 12 months to pay it off without paying any bit of interest, which is pretty cool. So let's talk about it. Navy Federal, $25,000. First Tech Lending, $25,000. American Express, $50,000. And Wells Fargo came in at $20,000. Now I know what you want to know. You want to know, how the hell did you do that? It's pretty easy, guys. It's all about building your credit profile. Now, a lot of you have been following me for probably 2 years now, and that's been the 2-year journey, where I started out about 2 years ago, not to the date, but about 2 years ago, maybe 2 years and a couple of months, I created a video, and that was like when I started this whole process. So it's taken me about 2 years to just build up to this point. But guess what? In the meantime, I've been getting credit since day one. I didn't just jump out there and just get 30 credit cards out the gate like my wife. I took mine a little slower, and I'm trying to tell you people that if you take it a little slower and maybe get 5 cards in the beginning, and then you guys can come back every 3 months, every 3 to 4 months, add 2 more cards, and be very responsible with that credit that you just received, because they will continue to giving you bigger and bigger cards. I'm actually going to go for another American Express product. They actually offered me a $25,000 personal loan today. Yes, they offered me a $25,000 personal loan through American Express, and the interest rate was 7.69% was the interest rate on it, and with a repayment period of 36 months. But they said that if I needed a longer repayment, plan, they could do that, but they would raise the interest rate if they did so. I don't really need that. I don't even need the $25,000 loan, because when you take a loan, you have all the money right there and you have to start paying on it right away. And I really don't have anything that I need to do with $25,000. So, I'm probably not going to take it. Okay, moving right along. So let's talk about what we can do to help you get in a position to be able to do the same thing, to be able to go out and get high limit credit cards. I know a lot of people are probably still sleeping on those primary trade lines, but I recently did a video about my partner Gerard, and his credit is not that established, probably just about a year. I mean, granted, he did it pretty much organically, but you can jumpstart it by authorized user trade lines and primary trade lines. Or if you want to do it organically, what your credit needs to look like, you need to have probably in the range of 3 to 4 primary accounts is what you guys are going to need on your credit to be able to achieve this type of thing. You're going to need 3 to 4 primary trade lines on your account. And I'll leave a link down in the description to the ones that I keep talking about, and we're going to go through them right here in this video also. So first up, the very first one I would suggest is always My Jewelers Club. My Jewelers, they give you a $5,000 limit, and this is a great card. Now, granted, when you get it, you got 0 months when it hits your credit, so you're going to have to let this thing season up for at least 4 months. Let it season up for 4 months. The same thing with Hutton Chase. Hutton Chase is another good primary trade line that, they give you a certain dollar amount, maybe $1,500 at Hutton Chase, and of course you need to let that sit for 4 months. And then let's move right along. We have Ox Publishing. Ox Publishing is another great primary trade line that you can add to your credit. A lot of people don't do homework, so I'm doing your homework for you. Here is a list right here of TransUnion credit cards, and they're all through Synchrony Bank. Synchrony Bank has over 100 different credit cards. Now, they're not all Visa MasterCards, but they do have a nice list right here at the top up here. They do have a nice list of Visas that are strictly pulled through TransUnion. I'll leave a link down in the description for this right here. Once your credit is up to par, you got a few primary trade lines. Maybe you have one of the trade lines that I sold you. You can go right into there and get yourself some money or some credit, however you look at it. Like, the number one thing you guys need to do is you need to be responsible with the credit. Don't get the credit card and just go blow it up. Don't do that. Not if you're trying to build credit. If you're trying to build credit, then take a couple of bucks, spend it, pay it back, then put the card away or whatnot. And that is how I did it. I mean, like on my American Express when I first got it, I spent $49. And I ain't touched the card again. The next thing I know, 4 months later, I applied for a business platinum. They gave it to me. Then I applied for the personal platinum. They gave it to me. They're still giving me cards, and I'm about to go back and get the Hilton Honors card. And I'm telling you guys, if you do what I'm trying to tell you, which is to build your credit profile and all those blemishes, you need to take those off. I don't care how you do it. You can call us. We can do it with the rapid delete, or you can, go out there, find someone else to erase your credit, or you can go to the library, you can go to the bookstore, or what have you. But you need to get those blemishes off your credit, and you need primary trade lines. So for those people out there that are thinking, oh, I can just get AUs, no, you can't. That game is dead. Straight AUs, that game is pretty dead. So you're going to need to get you guys some primary. The primaries that I suggest: My Jewelers, Hutton Chase, Ox Publishing, and even Capital One. Capital One Secure Card works. These are the things that you guys are going to need to be able to go out and make moves like I just made, like 4 credit cards in 1 week. So I want everybody to get out there and make something happen. I'm giving you guys the tools. There's no magic in this. I promise you, there is absolutely no magic. If you follow what I'm showing you guys, there is no way that you can't get yourself at least 100 grand. I'm not special, guys. I know some people think I'm this, mad genius. Okay, maybe I am a mad genius, but nevertheless, you can still go out and do the exact same thing that I've done, because I just laid everything out for you. Okay, so let's go ahead and drop you some real jewels, some jewels that will make a difference in your life. So right now, this is the time you might want to break out with a pad of paper and a pen, because I'm about to lay the game down on you guys. So here it is. First thing I'm going to talk about, I'm going to run through this stuff pretty quickly. So like I say, you can always stop the video, rewind the video, but here are some real jewels for you guys. All right, so when it comes to filling out credit card applications, I know a lot of people think they know what they're doing, but I'm about to give it to you right here, right now. So the first thing you want to do is when filling out your application and the section that talks about how long you have lived in your current residence, you want to say 5 years or more. So if you were, let's say you lived there for 3 years, 4 months, turn that into 5 years, 4 months. Now, if you've lived there for 7 years, you're great. And the reason for this is because it shows stability. So you want to put 5 years or more. I don't care if you've only lived there for a year. Put 5 years on there. I'm just going to drop these jewels right now, guys. Put 5 years or more. Now, the other important section of the application, of course, is the employment section. In this section right here, once again, you want to say 5 years or more. So if you've been working there for, I don't know, 2 years, eight months, put down you've been there 5 years, 8 months. You don't have to worry about any of this information because they don't verify this information. So it looks good for you to be able to do this. If you are self-employed and your company is an LLC or something like that, or S Corp or whatever it is, and it has a name, you do not want to say that you are self-employed. You want to make it look like that you are an employee of the corporation, because they look at self-employed, they already know these guys are going to fudge some things. So you want to make it like you work for the company, and you want to make yourself some type of manager or some, upper level in the company. All right, now the income section. Now in the income section, you're gonna want to put 100 plus. Put 100,000 plus. I don't care if you make 70,000. Put down that you make 110, 115, 113, 116. Put down over 100,000, because they're going to ding you anyways, regardless of what amount you put down. So if you put down 50,000, they're going to ding you anyway. So they might have you looking like you make 35. So you need to raise the income. And this is really the key, or I should say one of the keys to getting bigger funding. Now the other section of that is your credit history. You're going to need to be 700 plus. Now there are a couple of places out there where you really don't have to be a 700 plus. American Express comes to mind when I'm thinking about, credit cards and charge cards where you can have a lower score of, say, like 670, 680-ish. You can get a platinum card. Now the reason why they'll give you a platinum card, because hell, they charge you $495 a year. So your chances of getting that, if you have a 680 credit score, are pretty good if you have, decent credit history, and you don't really even need that much. So if you got 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, you should be just fine. Now, another thing you may want to do is you may want to go for the green card first, and then upgrade after having the green card for, say, like 4 months, and then upgrade to, say, like a platinum card or a gold card. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Remember to subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video, and follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And until the next video, I'm out. Peace.